Conference USA, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense will get first crack at it today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
And the Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Beavers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Cyclones offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snatch it quickly on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Dotson. Here's a hit. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oregon State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. on his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Got a man. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy.
Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for a man. It's Mack. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He was in desperation mode, but created a little extra time and found his man.
I love this quarterback and his ability to just make things happen when it looks like the play is doomed for failure. Nice athleticism, great job escaping and helping keep this drive alive.
The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. Across the 15. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. catch in the middle. It's Townsend. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive down.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
To throw, it's Dotson. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Caught behind the line. It's Braswell. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Beavers want to crank the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, Reese, or as they call it in this game, just another typical Liberty Bowl.
The Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Got a man. It's Townsend. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Cyclones are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cyclones back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got the first down and more. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Mack. Got his man, turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bauer. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's on target and complete. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
The Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Beavers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Caught on the outside. It's Bauer. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the run, it's Lee. Powers through the defender.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fired. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field.
Dialed up it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, a field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or 2 back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
Rush is on him. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
33, Iowa State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dotson. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the score. How how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Looking downfield, it's Mack. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it, and the defense just doesn't play great.